Talking to yourself is something many of us do without even realizing it. It's like a habit we find hard to stop, just as natural as eating and drinking. Completely stopping these inner conversations isn't easy, but we do have the power to change the way we think and what we focus on. Interestingly, many people don't realize how much these inner talks affect the way our lives turn out. Basically, what we say to ourselves inside our heads is like the foundation for everything that happens to us. To put it simply, there's an old saying that goes, "You are what you think." It's funny because we often forget that what we think is shaped by these ongoing conversations we have with ourselves in our minds. To chart a different course in our lives, steering toward our desired destination, we must rid ourselves of the burden of our previous conversations. This process resonates with various spiritual teachings that describe it as discarding the old self and embracing a rejuvenated mental state. Our spoken words reflect our thoughts. Therefore, transforming our thoughts requires a change in our speech. The internal dialogues resonating within us are filled with countless possibilities for metamorphosis on the mental plane in the world we inhabit. Every aspect of our existence that comes to fruition is inherently linked to the mental exchanges that unconsciously unfold within us. However, as civilized beings, we must cultivate awareness of these dialogues and take deliberate action. Our internal conversations possess a magnetic force, shaping the trajectory of our lives. Undoubtedly, the dialogues we conduct within ourselves carry significant responsibility for shaping our experiences. When we allow the same internal discourse to persist, our personal history remains unchanged. Attempting to reshape the external world before addressing our internal conversations is akin to struggling against the natural current. We often find ourselves ensnared in negative internal discourse while trying to retain control over our lives. We often fail to realize that our negative internal conversations are the root cause of disappointments and misfortunes. This can lead us into a never-ending cycle of attributing our problems to external factors when the true source lies within. The external events we encounter are echoes of our inner dialogues and mental exchanges. The focus of our internal reflections materializes in our reality, mirroring the beliefs and thoughts we nurture. Even our current internal conversations, tainted by negativity, set sail into the future, resulting in words wasted or inverted in reality. What holds significance is the actions we take in the present, even if their impact is not immediately evident. Change is not brought about by loud proclamations but rather by deep-seated internal focus, an act of creation through attentive listening. The events and relationships in our lives mirror our internal world. Speaking from the standpoint of fulfilled desires becomes the cornerstone of conscious creation. The inner dialogues we perpetuate continue to influence the situations we find ourselves in. Therefore, to witness the desired reality externalized, we must initially imagine and envision it internally. Mastery of deliberate internal speech empowers us to confidently express our desires before they manifest, strengthening our belief in their realization. By harnessing imagination with intention, we tap into the abundant creative energies embedded within our internal dialogues, transforming them from the realms of thought and emotion into the physical realm. What is your objective? Does it align with your internal discourse? Achieving your aspirations depends on aligning your inner conversations with your envisioned reality. As sacred texts emphasize, the word resides within us, in our hearts and on our lips, granting us the ability to select positive paths. Our thoughts should revolve around what is virtuous and pure, for our future is shaped by the divine word, the expression of our internal speech. As seen in the wisdom of the East, do you see fields there? Sesame with sesame, corn was corn, silence and darkness knew? This proclamation clarifies that our destiny corresponds to our origins. To realize success, we must plant the seeds of achievement in our minds. We must visualize and inhabit this state as if it is already ours. The essence lies in the ideas we internalize, not necessarily the external facts. Even if external circumstances appear contrary to our assumptions, steadfastly adhering to our beliefs can eventually align reality with our convictions. Our assumptions pave the way for outcomes, rather than the other way around. Transforming our internal speech is analogous to adopting a new identity. Our internal dialogues, although concealed from the world, significantly shape our forthcoming conditions. Breathing life into our ideal self necessitates envisioning who we aspire to be and immersing ourselves in the sensations of accomplished desires. Through this unwavering assumption, our desired self becomes a reality. Visualizing ourselves as our aspirations materialize and embodying this version is pivotal because life serves as a canvas for crafting images through imagination. This power becomes a tangible reality. Test this power, and you'll notice life aligning with your mental blueprints. Your internal dialogues reveal how you wield this potent tool. Negative internal conversations, particularly those saturated with envy and animosity, sow seeds that grow into future conflicts and limitations. People often become entangled in such detrimental dialogues, using them to rationalize failures, criticize others, and perpetuate pain. To attain success, replacing the defeated internal dialogue with triumphant self-talk is crucial. Transformation within is the gateway to greatness. The time is ripe for embracing conscious responsibility and co-creating an ideal existence. Imagination must be utilized with intention, selecting words that resonate harmoniously with our ideals. Imagination is not a trivial pastime, it is the gateway to reality. It encourages us to experience our dreams as if they are unfolding at this very moment. When we envision our future scenarios as if they are happening now, we may encounter resistance. This resistance acts as a signpost, directing us toward potential obstacles on our path to becoming our envisioned self. Such hurdles demand our focused attention and awareness. Our current experiences, intricately connected to the concealed currents of our internal conversations and emotional states, may defy understanding. If undesirable situations arise, they indicate a need to adjust our mental sustenance. Just as sustenance encompasses more than just food, our mental sustenance plays a critical role. Actively employing imagination involves channeling its energy from the mental and emotional realms to the physical domain. Heightening our senses, visualizing, hearing, seeing, and feeling our desired reality with utmost intensity, infusing our mental landscape with the tones and textures of the tangible world. This dynamic application of imagination awakens the spirit of accomplishment and contentment within us, surpassing passive acceptance of appearances. Picture yourself elsewhere as if it were here, bridging the gap between then and now. Visualize your desired reality, embody the self you aspire to become. During this imaginative effort, pay attention to your inner dialogues. If these internal conversations align with what you would verbally express and do in your envisioned reality, then you have effectively constructed a bridge between the future and the present. When resistance arises within your inner dialogues, consider it an invitation to delve deeper into your thoughts and emotions. These hindrances often point to limiting beliefs, unresolved fears, or unspoken doubts that require acknowledgement and resolution. Embark on this exercise and witness the transformative power it holds. 1. Quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson: "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." Explanation: Emerson's quote emphasizes the significance of our inner world. It suggests that our internal thoughts, feelings, and conversations are more influential than external circumstances or future prospects. 2. Quote by Buddha: "The mind is everything. What you think you become." Explanation: Buddha's quote underscores the power of our thoughts and inner conversations in shaping our identity and life experiences. It suggests that our mental state plays a vital role in determining our reality. 3. Quote by Henry Ford, "Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right." Explanation: Henry Ford's quote highlights the impact of our inner beliefs and self-talk on our capabilities. It suggests that our thoughts can either empower us to achieve our goals or hinder our progress. 4. Quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." Explanation: Eleanor Roosevelt's quote emphasizes the role of our inner dialogue in influencing our self-esteem and emotional well-being. It implies that we have control over how we perceive ourselves and react to external opinions.